What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Nightowl channel. In this video, we're going over a Town Hall 11 low hero attack strategy for any Town Hall 11 with low heroes that needs it. It's going to be the Electrone Lalo attack strategy. It's a pretty strong strategy, and for someone who doesn't use air attacks that often, I did decently well with it. There was a bit of luck involved with the strategy, but it's pretty strong, and it works pretty well with low heroes. Before we jump to the replays, let's take a look at the army composition to see what we use for this strategy. We're going to go to Quick Train. And we can see it's the previous army there. We got 4 wall breakers, 26 loons, 10 minions, 3 lava hounds, a baby dragon, a freeze, a poison, 3 haste, and 2 clones. And then in your CC you're going to want an E-drag, a loon, rage spell, and then a blimp for the siege machine. So we look at my profile here for this account. We've got 30 king, 35 queen, and a level 9 grand warden. These are relatively low heroes for Town Hall 11. If you have heroes that are a little lower than this, or perhaps they're really low, I think it's even easier to fix them because they're getting cheaper and cheaper to upgrade as more and more updates come out. So getting them to this level shouldn't be too difficult if you have a hard time with that. Make sure to check out the farming strategies on my channel. With that being said, let's jump into a few replays. Then I'll have a few more play, and then that'll be the end of the video. Alright, starting off with our first replay here, we've got a war attack against somebody's base here, and the first thing you want to notice about the base is where the queen is located. She's the first objective for this strategy. And of course, the CC if you can get them as well, Eagle, any air defenses around her, and of course, multi for like splash damage. Big time splash damage is a killer. With this strategy, one of the main things that's really helpful is going against singles. When I've been going against multis, I've been having a harder time taking down the base, but the singles seem to be a lot easier to deal with in terms of using this strategy. So we have our clone spells, we have our blimp. We're going to use our blimp to charge it towards the queen, take down the enemy queen, try to take down the CC and anything else around it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and play it here. First thing you're going to want to do is, again, you're going to want to place your blimp in a path to where, make sure you notice where the sweepers are pointing. You see the sweepers are pointing up and down, right? And I want to get to the queen, right? So I'm going to come in from a direction where the sweepers can't really affect my blimp. You saw the 2 Coco loons, there goes the clones. We've got E-drag and the loons. I kind of placed my clones a little weirdly. I thought my loons would pop out to the left side and go towards that left compartment and take out defenses, but unfortunately the E-drag gets pushed back a little bit, and it clones another E-drag, which kind of works out for the strategy. You can see the minions coming out of the defensive CC going across that poison. They kind of stay alive for a little bit, so the clone E-drag does a little bit of damage to them, and then I'm going to use a baby dragon to clean them up. Alright, so the super minions are getting pulled away, the baby dragon will clean up those minions, and then we have the heroes targeting another air defense. So I got an air defense with that blimp, and now I'm using my heroes along with those wall breakers that I bring in order to take down another air defense. Once I take down another air defense, that's 2 air defenses down. Now all I have to worry about is pathing my Lalo through the rest of the base and getting the 3-star. So with this base, because of the way the style is, like the 4 section bases, because I took out the left and like the top side of the base, now it's just like the right and the bottom side. So I can pretty much just path through pretty easily without really having to worry about it. Unfortunately, on the top side there, you can see that there's still a wizard tower and an archer tower. I thought my heroes would be able to take down the entire compartment. If I had stronger heroes, the entire compartment would have been gone. But with the lower heroes that I had, they got at least the air defense that I got, and they took down everything that I needed to in order to secure this 3-star. We have the loons coming in. They're not really splitting off anywhere because there's not really anywhere for them to go. They're going to come down to that last compartment. I use all my haste in order to get through that compartment as fast as possible, because once that last main compartment goes down, all I have is that wizard tower and the archer tower on the top side, and if I have enough loons left over, I can take it down. I can overwhelm those defenses and get a 3-star, and that's exactly what happened here. We have minions coming down to clean up. I got the goblin and archer and everything I need in order to secure the 3-star. Unfortunately, this strategy comes down to a little bit of luck. The clone placement, make sure you place them in a place them a little bit away from each other, not right on top of each other, but like where you want the loons, the clone loons, to come out and get extra value from the air defenses or multis or wizard towers. Try to use those clones to kind of extend them out. Drop the blimp on top of the queen if you can, do the extra damage, and of course use the poison on top of the CC and the queen. Try to wait a little bit if you can with the poison, because you saw there I placed my poison a little bit too quickly, because I thought I didn't really expect the super minions to come out of the defensive CC. I thought it was going to be something else that would move towards the clone troops, but it was super minions, and once super minions come out, they don't really move because they have such a long range. So if you are dealing with super minions, make sure to just wait for the poison for a little bit, place it down, try to get them in that radius. They'll die within the poison, and you get that 3-star a lot easier. But let's go ahead and move on to the next replay. All right, next base we've got here, this is a friendly challenge against one of my own bases. We've got 1 single and we've got 1 multi. With these bases, again, you want to focus on the queen. In this replay, actually, I don't take her down, and I take her down later using my warden with the lava pups, because I was unable to take her down with a blimp, and I was unable to take her down with the heroes that I tried to take her down with the heroes and I couldn't get her. So we're gonna go ahead and play here again. We're gonna start off by placing our 2 Coco Loons along with the blimp from where we are attacking from. I could have came from the left side and gone. I would recommend always going for the queen, but that multi can really mess up attacks. I've done several attacks trying to get through a multi or 2 multis, and it's very difficult to do. They just seem to melt the loons, and it's not a fun time. So if you can take down that multi before going into the base, it's very, very helpful. So we have the E-Drag coming out. Clone loons are, making their way around the base and stuff like that. We got the queen still alive here, so now I got a plan on how to take her down. We got the king there. I want to clear out these trash buildings and try to get her in this like little compartment right here, and like kind of have her travel in and try to snipe off that queen. And unfortunately, I'm not able to do it. We got the minions coming up on the top side, clear out the trash buildings, and I just try to help her get to that area and take down that enemy queen. King ability gets popped. E-Drag still making its way around. Wall breakers are coming in. I'm just trying to pull her towards that wall, pull her towards that side, make it easier to snipe her. But unfortunately, because my queen's such a low level, she engages the king first. She's going to go down. There goes in her ability. She's not going to be able to get the queen. Unfortunately, she's not going to be able to because she's not that strong. Here comes the Lalo. So instead, I have to use the pups that come out in order to take down the queen. I have all my loons coming in, got the lava hounds coming in front of the loons to protect them. The haste are coming in to get them towards the objectives I need them to go to. And then I'm going to use my warden ability. There it goes. And that's going to protect the loons that are getting attacked while the pups behind them does the damage. So the pups were able to take down the distracted queen while the, I only have a level 9 warden. I purposely stopped him at level 9 because I didn't want the extra boost to the invincibility, like his ability. But there you go, guys. You just got to adjust to what's happening in the strategy. It's a little bit of a luck-based thing. Sometimes your E-Drag gets knocked a certain way, or maybe it gets cloned incorrectly, and it targets the air skeletons before it targets the queen, and then you gotta try to find a way around that and try to get through the base regardless of that. But in terms of strength, when it comes to this strategy, very good when it goes against singles. Like singles, it has a great time with the 4 corner bases, the island bases, the symmetrical like those bases easily gets taken down with this strategy. Highly recommend to use it if you are going against any of those bases that look like that. But we're gonna go over one more replay against multis, and I'm gonna have 2 more replays play, and that'll be the end of the video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it so far. Alright, last example I'm going to commentate over, and then I'm going to have a few more replays play so you can see it working on different types of bases. This base has 2 multis. It's pretty difficult to take down bases with multis, or with 2 multis. It's quite the challenge, but fortunately for this base, if you notice on the top side, the queen is towards the outside the base. So instead of using my blimp on the queen, I can use my heroes. So my heroes are going to take down the queen, and I'm going to use my blimp on the opposite side to take down the multis. We're going to go ahead and play it here, or take down one of the multis. Okay, so kings are coming in, there goes the heroes. Queen jumps over the wall. I place down my low heroes, use their abilities, and the queen goes down. So they did their job. Once they're done, I'm going to go ahead and place my blimp with the 2 Coco loons. Blimp comes in, there goes the rage, there goes the clone loons, and they're just going out doing all the damage they can. Poison on top of the CC is a damage CC, and they're going to go down pretty easily. As long as you have that poison on top of the super minions and headhunters or witches, whatever it is, it's going to die. If it's an E-Drag coming out, or if it's a dragon, the E-Drag that comes out of the blimp will take care of it, and you can continue with your attack. But here comes a Lalo now. You can see I took down the bottom of the base with the blimp, so now I just got to rotate the Lalo around the base from the from the 3 o'clock corner all the way to the 9 o'clock. So we're going to rotate counterclockwise and get our lava hounds and loons in, and warden ability when the multi's on top of them. And we're just going to push through the base with our haste, use our freeze when we need to. I use it right on top of the multi. Multis do a lot of damage to the loons, so I kind of want to keep them alive as long as I could. And you can see there goes the freeze. Loons are clumping up, taking down defenses one by one. And it's looking pretty good here for that 3-star. Again, it's a bit of a luck-based strategy. It might be just because I'm more of a ground attacker, not an air attacker. And I'm more comfortable using ground strategies like hybrid or, witch strategies, whatever it is. But it's a pretty decent strategy. It just comes down to a little bit of luck depending on how things go, how the E-Drag comes out, what it targets, what the blimp hits, did your, Coco Loon successfully get through, or did they, unfortunately miss a black air mine that gets your blimp. A lot of luck based with this strategy, but it's pretty strong. Definitely recommend trying it out if you like Lalo, if you need a strategy for your Town Hall 11, you have lower heroes. If you have higher heroes, you're probably going to have a much better time with this strategy. You can take down, certain compartments, air defenses, maybe a tower or 2, having those tankier heroes. But with the lower heroes, I think you'll have just a decent amount of time with it, and as long as you take down those objectives, the queen, CC if you can, and multi, couple air defenses, whatever it is, you'll pretty much be getting those 3 stars that you want. But that's all I have for the video, guys. But yeah, that's all I have for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, definitely appreciate a like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully it helped you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone.